Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I love? Patreon.com/inkdependence and the season of giving. Right now over on Patreon.com/inkdependence, patrons get a patron-only Discord. They get ad-free video and they get the joy of knowing that they have supported this channel. Hello, welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike, and today is Diamine day number 10 for this Inkvent down here. This is brought to you by Truphae, of course, this year. Thank you very much, Truphae, for giving me this Inkvent to show everyone. All right, today we have one called Velvet Emerald. That's a fun name, and it's a standard ink. All right, so no shimmer, sheen, scent, any of that jazz. Still have not found Star Bright, whatever that's going to be. Let's go ahead and put my Good Made Better bookminder down here to flatten out the page for me. You can find this at Good Made Better. You can find a link in the description for that, likely. All right, let's do this one. Okay, so this is a weird one, y'all. So this is called Velvet Emerald. And so I kind of tried to draw an emerald and then kind of make it fuzzy, like a velvet maybe. And this is an interesting color. I like the interplay that we have going on here between the blue and the green. And there's like a little bit of red sheen in there as well. It's definitely visible in the lettering. But when you look at Audrey's, hers came out much greener. I think she just put down a lot more ink than I did. Because the writing stuff looks pretty much the same, but I think she went real heavy on the swatch. So interesting that we got very different colors. Now, when I tried to match this, I had a little bit of trouble. I was like, well, let's look at greens, because I was like, well, certainly I've got some greens that are like this, and Diplomat Deep Green is kind of close to this one, sort of, but not really. Like, this has got blue tones in it that I don't really have in deep green. So I went and I found teals as well. And so none of these are super close, I guess. This is Blackstone Blue Gum, which I kind of thought was going to be closer, but it's definitely way more blue. So it's not that one. Three Oysters Special Edition Marine Green is pretty close, but again, too blue. I've got Pannonia Merkzuld, which is a poison green. Kind of fun and closer to my swatch than Audrey's, but I don't think it has nearly enough green in it. And then we've got here pulled Colorverse Photon, which is pretty close to mine, I guess, but it lacks the sheen and that sort of stuff, and it's not really that close to Audrey's, so that's weird. Then lastly, I pulled this one, which is Diamine Aurora Borealis. This is probably the closest to mine that I've found, but it's not at all close to Audrey's swatch, so that's kind of weird. This is an ink that appears very different depending on whether you have less ink on the page or way more ink on the page. That's a weird one, right? But I think probably these are the closest that you're going to get there. And I didn't have anything that was really very much like this, which is interesting. The dark version, I just couldn't match, even with all my dark greens and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Weird. What do you have that you think is close to this? How does your swatch look? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. And, until next time, peace out.